Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing, and today delighted to get on the channel Billy Stanbury. Um, he's currently 11-0 with two knockout wins, and he's fighting on Saturday. It's basically pretty much fight week for him. He's boxing for the Southern Area Super Welterweight title at York Hall, Bethnal Green on a Steve Goodwin show, June the 14th against Constantine Willams for the vacant Southern Area title. And how are you doing today, Billy?
Yeah, I'm doing really well, thank you. Bit of a sort of rest day today. Just been chilling, went for a walk. Just ready to go into fight week tomorrow. Um, get a good few sessions in next week, and then just start really winding down before the big night on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. But just briefly tell us, before we get into your big title news, briefly tell us what age you sort of started the sport of boxing and how you sort of got into boxing.
So I've been boxing. So I'm nearly 30 years old now, and I started when I was about 12. So good 18 years nearly. Um, I had a good amateur career, like 65 fights, national champion. Um, and yeah, I turned pro in 2019, had my debut. Um, and then Obviously we had COVID, like literally my debut in November. And then I was due to fight in April, and we got put into lockdown in March. So I had like a bit of a stop start in my career, and then my second fight back, I broke my hand. And then I've had a couple of little niggling injuries along the way, which has sort of like stopped my progression. But yeah, like we're finally here now for the Southern Area title. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
You've come a long way. I mean, you've had those 11 fights, haven't you? You've come a long way.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all getting like I said, you can never have too much experience. Yeah, so like I said, I had a lot of fights in the amateurs. I probably could have well, I mean, I've been looking to get the Southern Area for a long time, probably the last couple of years. But like I said, I've had injuries, and then it hasn't been there. The opportunities haven't been there. But yeah, I've been patient, and now my time's come. So
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you was quite, I mean, you had two fights last year, one fight so far this year that's got you in line for the title. Was it trying to get the dice back rolling last year?
yeah, so last year, was I was doing well, and then so I had a fight in March, and then I had me and my partner, we had a baby, we had a baby literally shortly after that, so I had like a couple of months out, and then I boxed in September, and then I broke my hand in that fight, so that put me out for the rest of the year. So yeah, and then I was hoping to try and get a title shot in early this year, but for like certain reasons, like I mean, I've accepted any opponent that's ever come to me, but there was just like a few, like basically the struggle to find an opponent, and the title wasn't necessarily vacant or whatever. So, but now everything's been put into place, and yeah, ready to go now for the title on the next week, next Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, so you broke your hand, not the Jensen Irvin fight, the fight against Adams Silva.
Seems like I broke it and tore my tendons in the third round.
Did you feel it go?
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I've broke my thumb in a fight before, and it's like a numbing pain. You don't notice it until after, but because I torn the tendons where the bone had broke, it was like a shooting pain at my arm, and I mean, I was throwing it, but in absolute agony. Like it was I said to my coach, when I come back to the third round, I was like, I broke my hand bad, like, and I literally had to box the next 3 rounds with just my jab and my front hand.
Yeah. And then you boxed Josh Cook early this year. That was your lot.
Yeah,
That was your most recent fight.
yeah,
Did you know that a title shot was going to come after that one?
yeah. I knew like it was lingering. I knew it'd either be either now or September, or at the end of the summer. But yeah, like I said, like just before the fight with Josh Cook, actually, it got offered to me, and yeah, straight away, just he said, yeah, 100, like yeah, 100% ready. Like I'll be ready to go.
Well,
Um,
so you knew this fight was in the line.
yeah, I knew it was, yeah, like knew, it wasn't like 100% confirmed, but I knew like, yeah, like it was very, very likely.
Yeah, I mean, you've got your opponent in Constantine Williams, which it
Yeah,
is a vacant title, this title.
yeah,
He is a former Southern Area champion at middleweight, and he's
yeah,
also boxed for the English title. What do you know
yeah.
about your opponent? And I think you have boxed on a couple shows as well as he has.
Um, I don't know a great deal about him, to be honest. I mean, I've watched a couple clips. Yeah, he's like I said, he's campaigned at middleweight, so I know he's gonna be strong. He's dropping down to super welter. I didn't actually know I'd boxed on the same shows as him, but yeah, didn't know that. But yeah, like I just do my work in the gym. I let my coach Richard, he'll do all the studying he needs to do, and then we'll have our game plan going into it. And yeah, I'll just be coming in, firing on all cylinders, extremely fit, extremely strong. Just ready to win and get that title.
Yeah, I mean, you said that it's been a long time coming. I mean, it's nearly, over the line, but how does it feel? You're coming up to fight week now, and you're boxing for the Southern area.
Yeah, it feels amazing just to finally just be let loose like and into a 10 round title fight. Um, yeah, because the more rounds the better for me because I've got such a good engine. So I'll come out of my 6 rounders like I could do another six, no problem. And I fight at a really high pace, so it's gonna be it's gonna really suit me doing the 10 rounds and just finally not fighting, like an away fighter that's looking to necessarily tuck up and yeah, so it'll be good having someone that's actually gonna come could bring the fight to me as well.
Yeah, 100%. Um, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah,
That's all right.
how have you done anything differently this camp to how you've treated your last 11 fights?
Um, Pretty similar. My training is always pretty intense, but I guess for this one I've had a lot more obviously 10 round spars. Um, yeah, I've been sparring some really, really top lads. I've been over in Belfast sparring, been making multiple trips to Wales sparring. And every 10 round spar I've done, I've had like two or three fresh partners throughout the 10 rounds. So yeah, and like 30-second rests. Yeah, like just really grinding, putting the effort in. So I know that my engine's going to be in absolute peak condition by the time I walk to the ring.
Yeah. Do yeah, so you said you don't know too much about your opponent. Do you not like looking in? Do you not really look into them?
I don't think about it too much. I think because if you sit there and watch video after video, I think you can sort of overthink it. And when you get in there, if you're going to think something's going to come off or a shot's going to land, then you're just going to overthink it. So I'm going to get in there and just focus on myself and do what I do best, which is push forward with a tight guard, and then take into the later rounds, and then yeah, just yeah, I'm not gonna think, oh right, I'm gonna go in and do this or do that because it might come completely different to how he's boxed before. So yeah, but like I said, I've boxed probably I've boxed nearly 80 different opponents now. So I can change to whatever. I can adapt. I can box on the back foot if I need. I can box on the front foot. I can box inside. So yeah, I'm just preparing for any version that comes to me on Saturday.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're the underdog going into the contest or
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean he's had three 10 round fights. We've been to into yeah 3 title fights before. I've never been in a title fight. Um, yeah, so I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, on paper, all I've really, I mean, I'm 11-0, but he's boxed better opposition than me. So yeah, but that doesn't, I've been the underdog hundreds of times. I've been the underdogs in the amateurs down where we live. Down in Bideford, like, and you're going up to big cities boxing, like you're always an underdog. And I've been in national finals as the underdog, and I've won, like, yeah. So I sort of like that really. It really makes you dig down and grit in.
yeah. How are you feeling ahead of the fight? Is there a bit of nerves ahead of the fight or?
Yeah, yeah, nerves is always like I mean, I'll openly admit I always get nervous before fights, like probably more than some people, but it never really affects my performance in the ring. I use it to my advantage, but there's almost like a bit of a pressure release from this fight because it's a title fight. Like it's what I've wanted. It's just like, like there's just going to be going into this one like now, like there's like a weight lifted. Like I'm just there. I'm ready to go for this fight. Yeah. So there's nerves, but there's also a lot of excitement with it as well. So yeah,
Do you feel like this is your sort of breakout fight to really make a statement?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Um, like I said, my strong attribute is my engine, so I think 10 rounds is going to really play into my hand for this one.
Yes, it's going to heat up nicely. He brings the fight, you bring the fight. I think the styles can gel quite nicely, and it could possibly steal the show this fight as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, yeah, we're both good strong lads. So yeah, I think you could be right.
What does the Southern area? I mean, I asked you what it sort of meant, but what does this belt do for you in your career, and why this fight now?
The southern area is it's a real prestigious area belt. And it would just be an absolute honour to it's an honour to box for it, and then an honour to win it is yeah, that'd be something else. And also the it's an eliminator for the English, so I know like now I'm guaranteed a shot at the English. So like that's without even having to manipulate to get another like I've not got to work towards like that. That's it. That's set. Then if I win this fight, then that's the English title. So and then the English title that opens even more doors. So
Mm.
that's what I mean. The next 2 years could be absolute prime for me now.
Yeah, 100%. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but actually I'll double check. But I think Bilal Fawaz and Junaid Boston meant to be fighting for that English.
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think there's been a date. There might have been a date, but I think they've got to have a rematch because they had a draw last time. So
Yeah. Did you watch that fight?
yeah, it was a really good fight. I thought Bilal actually deserved to get the nod, but yeah, it was a really good fight.
Yeah, it was one of those pick 'em fights. I thought it was a close. I mean it was one of those fights where it's whatever you preferred.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
I would have, yeah, probably you would have given it to Bilal by a point or Boston by a point, but a draw probably fair in my opinion. But it's one
yeah.
of
Well, I mean,
those.
they get to see it again, don't they? So they'll get to do it all again now. So yeah, like I said, I can. You can't argue with a draw now.
And who do you think wins a rematch with those two?
Really interesting one. I think Bilal will probably gain a lot of confidence from that. And I think either if Janae Boston did have an off night, he'll obviously up his game, but might have them demons that Bilal had a lot more success than he initially thought he was going to. So yeah, I think it'll probably play into Bilal's hand a bit more. I think he'll probably come into it a lot more confident.
Yeah, is it difficult to be focusing on the fight you've got on Saturday, knowing what could potentially lead, providing after the fight?
Oh, not at all. Like I'm not even thinking past Saturday. Like I've not even yeah. Like speaking with you now is the first time I've even really thought about the fight fight going on for the English because yeah, like my focus is just Saturday and that's it. Like I'm not thinking anything past that. Like my goal is just to win that belt on Saturday and then if whatever comes next, that'll be next. It won't be it's not being thought about now.
Do you believe that you've got to really take it to Constantine on Saturday?
Think so, but that's what I do every fight. So I'm not going to be doing anything different. Like I said, I'm just going to be the best version of myself, and I think that'll be really hard to beat. Because yeah, like, I've got a good chin. I'm durable. I'm strong. I'll come forward. I'm a very extreme work rate. So yeah, it'll be a tough night for anyone. So yeah, if I'm at my absolute best, which I will be, yeah, I'll just do what I do best, and then that'll be enough.
You always bring a decent support with you. Have you got a good number of people coming down to support you?
Yeah, I mean, I've nearly like probably going to be a crowd of nearly 100. I sold at 82 ring sides, and then a handful of standards, and then I'm getting messages this week for tickets. So it's going to be like a crowd of 100, which is also really like inspiring for me because it's a 4 or 5 hour trip for most people, and then
Yeah.
they've got to book hotels. Like it's not cheap. And yeah, like so to know I've got that backing and that support, that literally will give me that extra drive when it comes to it to bring the belt home.
Yeah, and it's always a good show that Goodwin's puts on. I believe there's two other title fights as well,
Yeah, yeah.
including yourself.
I think there's like 7 6 rounders,
But there's a
um
few
and then
50-50s on there as well. Should be a
yeah, and then
good show.
yeah, 3 title fights including mine. Yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like obviously the Box Mania. So yeah, I think they do like a bit better branding and lighting and ring walk and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd be a really good
They
night
put
for
the
everyone.
screens up and stuff, don't they?
That's it, yeah, and that's another thing as well for everyone traveling up. Like, I mean, obviously they're coming to see my fight, but the rest of the show is going to be really good for them as well. So
Yeah. And you get a bit of more of a big fight feel to it.
yeah, definitely, yeah, yeah. Will you be going over or?
Oh, not this one, but I'll
Yeah,
be making when it goes on YouTube, and I always keep an eye for the results and stuff.
yeah, yeah, of course.
But yeah, it's going to be a good one though. Very
Yeah, yeah,
intrigued to watch it back on YouTube afterwards.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hope they get the videos on there soon for everyone.
Yeah, they always tend to upload them as well. They're like
Yeah,
a week after or so, in
yeah,
that
yeah.
week after. But yeah, it should be a good one. I'll let you, give a message to the fans, not only your fans, but the fans who are going to be there live witnessing your fight.
Yeah, so I know I said it a minute ago, but the amount I appreciate all the support from everyone traveling up. Like I said, it really does inspire me, and it will give me that extra edge on the night. Like I know it's not a cheap weekend for anyone, and to have like 100 people make the trip up to watch me is and I've had people that wouldn't even necessarily have come to me fights before, but they followed my boxing and they've been waiting for me to get this opportunity for a title, and then they've got in contact and bought a ticket. So, but yeah, and I've had, there's people that have been to every single fight without fail, like, my real loyal supporters. But anyone that's bought a ticket, like, thank you so much, and yeah, I can guarantee it'll be a entertaining night on Saturday, like, without fail.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, have you got any before I let you go? Do you want to shout anyone out? Trainers, sponsors, shout everyone out.
So obviously, yeah, all of my sponsors, they've been with me from day one. Real good, loyal people. I would just thank all of them. And my trainer, Richard. Yeah, my strength and conditioning trainer, Kieran. Two real good men. Put a lot of hours into my work. Um, yeah, so without all of that, without my sponsors, my trainers, none of this would be possible. And yeah, I'm progressing with every fight, so it's all paying off, and it all pay off on Saturday when I lift that belt.
Yeah, and from me, Billy, a big thank you for your time. I understand you're busy, but I do appreciate it. And yeah, good luck with the
Yeah,
fight. All
no,
the
thank you.
best.
Thanks for getting me on your channel, mate.
Anytime. All the best, champ.
Cheers. Cheers. See ya. Bye.